sitting here with all my medals on from this year. Look at this. It's time for our 2024 year in review. In all reality though, I really didn't come on here to talk about the medals. When I really think about my year, I think about all of the miles. Like I think about the efforts that led me to the races, and not really the races themselves, because like the sweat and the tears, a lot of sweat, did not come during the races. It came during the training. In thinking a little bit about this year, things that I want to continue on, things I'm really, really proud of myself for, there's a few things that kind of stand out in my mind. The first one is that I was consistent. I was consistent all year long. It wasn't just during marathon training. I was consistent all 12 months of 2024. Consistency in terms of getting my runs in. There were some runs I had to miss here and there because of injury or sickness or whatever, but week to week, I was pretty dang consistent. But also I was really consistent in the things outside of just running the miles that I think really paid off. I'm talking about nutrition, especially keeping up with my protein intake and my vitamins, staying healthy, drinking enough water, recovery, all of that stuff. I stayed really, really consistent this year, and I 100% want to bring that into 2025. I also just learned a lot about myself this year. Most of my miles were done solo, and that means I had to rely on me and me alone. I want to thank me for making sure that I got out on the run and I finished what I had planned to do. Even those super, super long runs, those 18 milers, those 20 miles, I did them all by myself. Now, ideally, I would have liked to have some more group runs with my friends and my running group here in San Antonio, but just given my schedule and my husband's work schedule this year, it just didn't work. That was really exciting this year, that I was able to like prove to myself that I could do it and that I could rely on myself to get me there. And that really paid off in my races too. I think about like the 3 races this year that I had set time goals for. I had a half marathon in March, 10K in April, and then the New York City Marathon in November. And I had time goals. I wanted to hit a certain time, plus or minus a minute. I had a race plan, I executed the race plan, and I hit the time goal that I wanted, which feels really, really good to like, yes, put in the miles, but also to be able to show up on race day, to be able to fall back on your training and really, truly believe in yourself and feel confident that you're gonna get what you plan to do. It's so exciting. Okay, so we were consistent. I learned a lot about myself this year, and I got a lot stronger this year. I did lose 10 pounds between January and now-ish. Most of that happened in the first 6 months of the year. I was not under fueling at all, but I was just kind of watching my macros, but also strength training. I really got back in the gym this year and I got so much stronger, and building that foundation in the first 6 months of the year really helped me stay strong and injury-free in the second half of the year. I'm really proud of myself for keeping that up. It dipped during marathon training. Like September, October, we tried our best. We got some strength in, but as those miles crept up, it was really hard to do those 2-a-day long runs and a workout at the gym. So let's talk stats for a second. This is what I got. I ran a total of 8 races this year. I ran a 5K, a marathon relay. I ran a half marathon, a 10K, a half marathon relay, and then I ran a 10-mile race, the New York City Marathon. I got my first star, ding, and then finally closed out the year with the San Antonio half. All in all, I ran over 1,000 miles this year, which is the first time I have ever ran over 1,000 miles in my running career. That was over 270 hours of running. What? That's insane to me. And I ran in 5 different cities. I ran in San Antonio, I ran in Tucson, Arizona, I ran in Colorado Springs, I ran in Washington, D.C., and I ran in Boston. Wait, I ran in 6 cities, and I ran in New York City. What the heck? So this is probably the most travel I've done in the year, the most running in different places, and it was really awesome to be able to run in those cities and just see different parts of the country. Of course, my fondest memory of the year is running the New York City Marathon. I think especially because it was at the end of the year in November. It was like the culmination of so much work that I had put into that training block, and it paid off so much. So to recap, things I am bringing from 2024 into 2025: strength training, protein and nutrition, consistency, and flexibility. Those are my big 4 things. Things that I want to add in 2025. I want to up my mileage. I think that upping my volume, like I think I'm ready for that. I want to continue to improve my times. I have some all-time PRs, like some lifetime PRs that I got the first year I started running, and I haven't been able to get close to them, of course, besides the marathon. So I really want to get closer to a 25 to 27 minute 5K. I want to go sub 2:10 in the half. And then I want to do a 4:30 marathon in Berlin. So I'll get my second star this year after I run the Berlin Marathon in September, which is crazy. But my like big race goals are that 5K, the half in the spring, and then Berlin in the fall. Something else I want to continue to work on in 2025 is my actual marathon fueling strategy. I think a lot went really well in New York, but there was some nausea around mile 22-ish that was not fun. I think switching from UCAN to Never Second this year helped me a ton, but I think the timing I need to like square out a little bit. I think I took them too often, and then I think I needed to have some more water interspersed with my electrolytes to maybe help with some of that nausea. I'm gonna finish this video with my favorite race medal around my neck from the New York City Marathon. I still to this day cannot get over this race. That's 2024. A lot of good positive things, a lot of learning experiences this year, and I'm super excited to see what 2025 has to bring. More strength, more work, more improvement, more fun, and more just enjoying being out on the run. So please like and subscribe. Comment down below what were things in 2024 that you are bringing into 2025, and maybe what are things you're leaving in 2024 that did not work for you. And make sure you stick around because I got a lot of great content coming up. I am currently in 5K and half training, so I'm gonna start posting videos here up into this playlist. And as per usual, you can always go back and watch my New York City Marathon videos because they just bring me joy. So with that, Happy New Year. I'll see you in 2025.